Halo is absolutely getting trashed right now because of their Pride update. It's Pride Month, folks. So that means we have to gay everything up. Sorry to say it, but, there's more power to you if you're LGBTQ, but the problem I have with Pride Month is you get all these companies that are so pretentious. They're so fake. They pander. They're only celebrating Pride Month to try to appeal. Okay? They don't really give a fuck about any of us. And Halo, you see, they did this update. And funny enough, this is probably the most substantial update that Halo itself has had in quite some time. On the newest game that we've had. I remember when this game came out, I was excited for it, and then I quickly was like, fuck, this feels half-baked. But yeah, we got a brand new update here from Halo, and they posted, embrace love, diversity, and inclusion by equipping the Unity 24 armor coating, nameplate, and emblem in Halo Infinite this June. Let's stand together in honoring our LGBTQIA+ community and forging a future of unity and acceptance for all. And again, on paper, okay, you know what? That's good. I could see where you guys are wanting to celebrate diversity and stuff. But remember, the issue is it's not that I'm against diversity. It's not that a lot of us are against diversity. We're against this force feeding us this weird wokeness into all of our games amidst all this stuff of Sweet Baby Inc. and all these consulting firms that want to check boxes like, oh, we need gay stuff. We need token stuff. We need people of color. We need this. We need that. It's like, oh my God, enough is enough when it comes to all this nonsense, and people don't like it. And you know what? Xbox, they're not innocent, because look right there. Who can reply? Accounts only at Halo mentioned can reply. So I can't reply. You can't reply. Nobody can reply because Halo didn't mention any of us. If they weren't afraid, they wouldn't put that. If they knew that they weren't going to get flamed for pandering, they wouldn't make it where nobody cannot reply. That's the issue I have. This is guilt. This is like you're admitting defeat. You're guilty by having only mentions that able to reply. If they weren't afraid of this, if they truly embraced the culture, they would have just left it open. And sure, they would have gotten flamed. Sure, they would have probably had a whole bunch of people coming in and bitching about them putting this update. But at least they would be standing their ground in something that they truly believe in. And to me, having it at only accounts that at Halo has mentioned could only reply is chicken shit stuff. But unfortunately for them, and fortunately for the sake of content, anybody can leave a quote tweet up, and you could quote tweet quite a bit and laugh about it. So we're going to look at that. First things first, it's no surprise that Xbox did this because Microsoft posted their own post saying, "This Pride, we invite you to learn more about the power of allyship, compassion, and driving inclusion forward. Join us as we celebrate LGBTQIA+ communities at Microsoft." Again, the parent company of Xbox pandering. Now, let's look at this update. Here we go. And this speaks up for like everything that most of us feel during Pride Month. Again, it's not because we're homophobic or transphobic or bigots. It's because we have all this fucking woke fucking nonsense. Propaganding. Is that even a fucking real word? Propaganda against everywhere. You can't fucking walk anywhere with it. So you see, yes, let the pandering begin. We need to ensure we fully embrace the mental illness of others, apparently. Cult mentality being propagated by the corporations at this point. Go woke, go broke. And yeah, that one was a pretty hard ball on it. Mental illness, that's debatable. I'm not going to get into that whole debate of whether people that are bisexual or gay are mental ill. We've seen various instances where there are cases of it. We've seen various instances where there are cases of it and cases that there's not. It's a very divisive topic. But my problem is when companies like Xbox are clearly pandering to it, which is what I'm talking about here. I just can't get behind video games being infected with agendas and political commentary and weird ideologies and stuff on it. You know what I mean? Like, what does this have to do with Halo? What does this have to do with Halo? Like, do we really need representation enough to where we get LGBTQIA plus Halo skins? Now, here's another meme right here. Pride is disabling comments when fake virtue signaling goes wrong. Big companies when June begins. I am once again gay. And they're right here. Having pride in the message, disabling replies, right? If you had any backbone, any pride in the message, you would have it to where people could reply to it, but you don't, because you're chicken and you really don't believe in what you're trying to push onto people. And not everybody needs to have this fucking message. I mean, not everybody needs to have it in their video games because it's clearly something that you don't believe in. Now, this is another meme right here. This one says, and man, that is very small print. Let me zoom it in for you guys. Celebrating God's eternal love and mercy during Sacred Heart Month. June is Pride Month. No, June is Sacred Heart Month. Obey the Sacred Heart of Jesus. So we're getting into the religious debate here. I don't really touch onto it, but again, these are the kind of messages that Xbox is going to get when they're hiding replies. They're going to get roasted, toasted, and burnt to a crisp by people of all kinds, whether it's religious commentary, anything like that. Again, I'm not even a fan of having religion pushed onto me in video games as well. But, you know, when you play with smoke, you're going to get fire, and that's what Xbox is getting right here. We got a nice little, look how they massacred my boy. We got Master Chief in armor, Unity 24 armor. And then last but not least, we got what inspired you to change your corporation's logo to a rainbow flag, Satan. So we've been seeing a lot more pushback on Pride, at least I've noticed on Twitter. And it seems like less companies are pandering to it. But for Halo to have, I don't know, it just feels so empty and hollow in my opinion, because you know damn well they really don't care about it. Companies like Microsoft, Xbox, you name it, they're just pandering to fill in check boxes, to get DEI points, ESG points, to get, the small minimum of percentage of people that actually get offended and outraged about them not celebrating it, to make them happy, to get the sand out of their vagina for once. And it's so frustrating. And, you know, it's hard at this day and age to try to not sound insensitive, but it's tiresome to see this stuff. It's very tiresome. And my whole point of this video is that Xbox even knows people don't want it, or else they would have the balls to have their replies open, but they don't. And that's what I'm fucking roasting them about. My Xbox, Microsoft, get a backbone. If you really believe in this, open those replies. Don't be a pussy. So, what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll see you on the next one.